This video is supposed to give you a good overview about the Giga Berlin delivery event we had this week in Grünheide, Germany. I arrived over the Autobahn, and you see here these windmills in the background, which gives you a good understanding why Tesla, or one of the reasons why Tesla located the Gigafactory in Europe, in Germany and in Brandenburg, because there's a lot of renewable energy, there's a lot of wind, there's a lot of sun, obviously right now a lot of sun in Germany, which is good for all the energy requirements they have. So, and they pointed this out before in a session in the Brandenburg Parliament, that this was one of the reasons. Driving over the Autobahn, I crossed a sign above the Autobahn, which is nothing special, but on that sign I've seen 3 people hanging down on ropes. I thought that to be true because it was on high speed, so I haven't seen this really in detail. But later on I learned that this was actually really true, so my eyes didn't trick me. So police, stopped this kind of demonstration against Giga Berlin event, and you can imagine there was a crazy traffic jam on the Autobahn. So a lot of people who wanted to go and who had a ticket couldn't go to the event, which was actually more an event for the employees of Tesla and not that much for people from journalists, from the media, or even influencers. So you see here the big, factory from the distance, and there was an area in front of the factory that was dedicated for the outside party, which was mainly for employees and also for some influencers, some politicians being around there later too. I will talk about this a little bit later. And we've seen, amazing graffiti here. It really looks, and if you stand in front, it really looks amazing. So pictures can't really catch this in the right way. But I've tried my best to give you some good understanding how it looks like. So it makes the factory really something different, a special place. If you see this art on the walls, and I just hope that they make it everywhere, because it's not totally around, but partly. Also in front you see cars. You see Model Y, Performance in black. They've been all performance dual motors, so I've been looking around. That's all what I've seen. And black color is not an easy color. I also looked a little bit into the quality, and I'm going to this later on. Also, you see a lot of places where people could sit and drink and eat, and I come to this a little bit later. So this was a kind of the party area, and all of that happened outside, and it was still empty, obviously, because the bigger crowd was inside. So that was the factory tour. So I've been before in there, not this time unfortunately, but a lot of people, influencers, but also media and press, were invited inside to have a look and to see how the production goes. And at the end of the tour, you see them here, they met in the area that is kind of the color and quality control area, where they check the cars. And the politicians been making speeches there, all in German, and I'm making a voiceover for you guys so that you understand what they've been really talking about. And believe it or not, I'm also going to make a voiceover of Elon Musk, because he talked at least partly in German, and I guess most of you guys, being international, haven't heard really what they've been saying. So I will try my best to make a good voiceover, not word for word probably, but just to give you a good understanding what really has been said. Warm welcome. Warm welcome in the Gigafactory Berlin Brandenburg, in the special day of our history. Today we are giving the first 30 vehicles to our customers. My name is Andre. I am responsible for production here. And of course, we all know there's something more important than opening a factory when 1,000 kilometers east from us something bad is happening directly at the border. Still, it is important that we party this step all together. And also these cars produced here will help us all to support the mission of renewable energy. I want to thank the great team in Giga Berlin. Furthermore, I want to thank my customers because without them, Tesla wouldn't exist. But even more to our very special guest. Welcome, Chancellor Scholz and Minister President Wojtke and the Minister Vogel and Steinbrück from Brandenburg. I also seen some representatives of the authorities, and I know we didn't make your life easy in the last month, and I want to give you a big thank you for all that you've done, and give now the word to Minister President Wojtke. Dear Chancellor Scholz, Elon Musk, dear Tesla team, dear Jos, dear Axel Vogel, dear Habeck, warm welcome to everybody here in Grünheide. There's a lot of talk how we can live in the future that our children and children of children also have a good life. There's a lot of talk how can we combine economic growth and environment together, and how can we manage it to have renewable energies and still boost our economy. And dear Elon Musk, I'm very, very grateful that we here today in my state can give the answer to these questions. Thank you so much. When on November the 12th, 2019, the location was announced in Berlin on a small show, Autobild, the golden driving wheel. Many were asking where the heck is Grünheide. And now all of Europe and a large portion of the world knows where Grünheide is. And I'm very proud to say Grünheide is in Brandenburg. For us was this announcement a motivation to act quickly, and we put a task force in place, and we managed it to have here after 861 days together with Elon Musk, with Tesla, and to give the first made in Brandenburg Teslas to customers. I want to thank everybody in the authorities, Axel Vogel, Jörg Steinbach, you and your team have had an immense amount of work, and you made it. I also want to thank the mayor and his teams, Mr. Christiani, who also was a very important part of that team, as well as Rolf Lindemann from the community, and all together made it happen. And Elon Musk, we talked a few times. We have put Tesla in front of some difficult tasks, and Tesla put us in front of many difficult tasks, but together we made it happen. Tesla Greenheide is flying, Tesla Greenheide are starting together. And and even if you're standing here with a heavy heart, knowing what's happening 1,000 kilometers east from here, is it for us in Brandenburg, for us Germans and Europeans, a big reason to be happy and also a reason to party. Tesla has arrived in Brandenburg, and Brandenburg is happy about Tesla. Everything good for you. A very good day. I'm happy that we can stand here together in front of the production here at this place. This is another sign for a lot of things that are movement in Germany. One reason is the Eastern Germany part is moving in front. It's the first factory that is only production electric vehicle here in Germany, here in Brandenburg, is a factory with an international company in the back that is only producing electric vehicles. A good sign that the German unity is working in this sense very well. The federal state of Germany is as well a strong industry location.
Einer Industrie, über viele Jahre immer wieder gesagt haben, dass das ein Thema der
In
Geschichte
industry, where a lot of people said over the time that this is only part of history, everything is services now. But the truth is, this was never the case. And that's why I'm happy that we are still an industry nation and that we want to remain like that.
Welt gibt, die neu in diesem traditionsreich und alten Industrieland
But also
investieren.
that there are new companies that are investing in this new industry area.
Über die Ansiedlung einer
A few
Halbleiterfabrik.
days ago, I heard about a location of a semiconductor factory from Intel, $1 billion euro heavy investment.
Und eben auch diese Entscheidung, eine nagelneue Automobilfabrik in diesem Land zu errichten, eine richtige
That
Entscheidung.
was the right decision, and also this decision to have a brand new vehicle factory here in this location is the right decision.
Im Übrigen setzen wir auf Elektromobilität.
In addition,
Das ist, wenn man
we set on electromobility.
denkt, aus dem die Mobilität mit entstanden ist und das die ersten Fabriken errichtet hat, die Autos
This is a country that has the first, that has started the first auto factories, and this is a country that starts the first electromobility factories, and this is a good sign. That's a sign that we set on progress. Progress with new technologies, because this brings new jobs. All the things that we know already won't bring us prosperity in the future, only the things that we start new, and this is exactly what we are starting here. Electromobility will bring the future, and this is why we are here today. Germany can be fast. I thank the Brandenburg Minister President and the ministers that all of the things have happened fast. And this is not only something that we get to know, but that is our understanding for everything that's going to happen. We will put all legal regulatories in place that all modern technology can happen as fast as possible to make sure that climate neutrality will happen very soon, and we will do this now.
Und zuletzt
Last not least,
will ich noch ein Wort sagen zur
I want to say
Globalisierung.
something about globalization,
Denn darüber wird ja auch viel
because
diskutiert
a
in
lot is
diesen
discussed
Tagen.
about this
Über
these days.
Deglobalisierung, über Abkopplung von Wirtschaftsräumen. Aus meiner Sicht würde das die Welt und uns alle um großen Wohlstand bringen.
About
Aber
decoupling,
richtig ist es so, wie es Elon
globalization,
gemacht
and I
hat.
think this would
Dass
be
zum
a huge
Beispiel
problem.
Ford 1925 eine Autofabrik in Deutschland errichtet hat.
If we know
Ein
that
globales
Ford was
Unternehmen aus den
erecting a
USA.
factory
Dass deutsche Unternehmen in den
1929 in
USA
Germany,
investieren und in China und an
that
vielen
European
anderen Orten
companies
der
invest in
Welt.
the US and in
Aber dass
China and in
Tesla
many
als
places in the world,
amerikanisches Unternehmen jetzt auch in
but that
Deutschland
Tesla,
investiert.
as a
Wir
US company,
brauchen
now
globalen
also invest in
Wettbewerb
Germany.
und keine
We need global
Regionalisierung nach
competition
Xi.
and not deglobalization. This doesn't work.
In diesem Sinne allen
In
Erfolg
that sense,
denjenigen, die hier
all success
arbeiten,
who work
den
here,
Männern und
the
Frauen,
women and
die da
men
jeden Tag
who
reingehen
come here every
und dafür
day,
sorgen, dass es die
and to make
Autos gibt, die auch
sure
wieder
that
rauskommen.
there are the
Das
cars
ist
that go
schwere
out.
Arbeit,
This is
dafür muss
hard
man viel
work.
können.
There's a lot of
Und es ist
skills needed,
Arbeit, auf der unsere Gesellschaft
and that's
aufbaut.
work
Es
our
sind nicht nur
society
die
is
Leute,
building
die man
on.
überall im
It's
Fernsehen
not
sieht.
the
Es sind
people
die
that you
Leute in
see in
diesen
television. It's
Fabriken,
the people
in
who are working
unseren
in this factory
Volkswirtschaften.
that brings
Da
us
sollen sie den Lob
prosperity
bekommen.
to our
Wir
country.
freuen uns und wir sind
We
hinter
are
euch.
happy
Alles
and
Gute.
we are behind you. All the best. Thank you for everything.
So I'm incredibly excited to hand over the first production cars from our incredible team here at Giga in Brandenburg. This is a great day for the factory, and it's. I just like to thank everyone who helped. Thank you very much. It really made a very big difference, and to the community. And Tesla will make sure that this is a gem, a gemstone for the area, for Germany, for Europe, and for the world. This is. Every vehicle that we make will be another step in the direction of a sustainable energy future. And we will also make battery storage. So this is going to be very important for storing renewable energy. So for solar and wind, because it's intermittent, it needs to be stored. But we are extremely confident that the world can transition to a sustainable energy future with the combination of solar, wind, plus battery storage and electric vehicles. If you have those three legs of the stool, then you can create a sustainable energy future for as long as the sun shines and the wind blows. So I want to be clear that because sometimes people are sad about the future, or they think, will we solve sustainable energy? And maybe the climate issue it's too late or something like that. I really want to assure everyone that you can have hope in the future. You should have hope in the future. This problem will be solved, and this factory is a major step in that direction. So believe in the future. I think that's it.
So, dann möchte ich mich an der Stelle nochmal bei unseren Besuchern bedanken. Vielen, vielen Dank, dass Sie sich die Zeit genommen haben, heute bei der Evewnt dabei gewesen zu sein.
So it's probably important to say that all key politicians have been around at the day of the Giga Berlin delivery event and here holding speeches. So everybody who really is important and the main parts of the government. So main bodies, main representatives. And you see, obviously, they are all really happy to be here. There's a lot of handshake, a lot of thank you. And Elon was very much engaged and, with all the new customers and making pictures and giving the cars over, the Model Ys, the first ones, and people have been driving along the aisle, the cars outside. You probably have seen these pictures, which I believe is pretty amazing, a pretty nice moment and history in the making, because this really makes a strong difference. And you've heard it from the speech. Elon was saying that this is key and there should be hope in the future. And I just couldn't stress this enough, how important hope is, particularly in the bad times we are living in now with the war in Ukraine, because you can make a difference. Everybody else saying this is not possible, but he has been proving you can, and everybody who works there and supports the mission is making a difference without any doubt. As a fun detail, all the 30 new owners who drove through the gate to the outside could select their own music, and you've seen quite a huge differentiation in terms of that selection, so that was fun to see. And if you're interested, you probably find quite some videos out there that are showing what I'm talking about here. I see trees. Outside, I had a little bit time to take a deeper look into the quality of the Model Y standing around there ready to be delivered. I counted them, it's exactly 30, and you see some pictures here, closer pictures, and I can claim to have looked into many cars from Tesla over the time, from Fremont as well as Shanghai, and now also Giga Berlin. And what I can say without any doubt is that the cars I've seen from Giga Berlin have the best quality. Obviously, they've been selecting them carefully, so there is no doubt about it. It's not every car made it, I guess, but if you look at the panel gaps and the paint and all the details, I have to say it's by a large margin the best quality I've seen so far from Tesla. And I know the critical areas, for instance at the charging port, but also other places where usually you have fit and finish problems if you look at a Tesla. But regardless if you go inside or outside, I definitely couldn't find any flaws. So for me, those cars have been flawless. And sure, some owners probably will find some issues here and there, but that's normal. I mean, this is a car manufacturer like other car manufacturers, and you have issues here and there. That's true for all German premium car makers, and it would be very surprising if Tesla would be an exception here. Although I believe the team in Brandenburg is really trying to, make their best really to do it extra good, because I can imagine all their friends and family, knowing that they are working for Tesla, are saying, oh, the quality is not good. But look at this. I mean, here, for instance, the charging port is just perfect. Nothing to compare. I mean, this can't be compared to my car, which is, admittedly 3 years old. Another area that's often an issue is this triangle here in front at the back side mirror, where often you have even noises because this plastic is standing a little bit apart. But this was just perfect. There was nothing to complain about. I really enjoyed it, and the sun was it was extremely bright. So and again, black is not a color that is easy to make. It's been really very, very, very good. I believe that the quality in Germany is probably going to be the best one. We will see what's happening with Giga Austin in the future. I mean, the opening is soon too, but these cars are just amazing. I don't think that there will be anybody ever complaining about the quality, and you've seen it. There's been a lot of people around checking out the car, sitting in, and some have been even, doing test drives. So there was a crowd later on after speeches. Everybody came out, and then the area started to be more packed. People have been running around, looking around, talking to each other. And not surprisingly, a lot of people have been, having Tesla jackets, Giga Berlin jackets and shirts on. So, and this have not been the influencers and visitors. This all are people from Tesla, working for Tesla in one of the shifts. And you've seen it's a special group of people. It's a different culture, almost a different atmosphere on site compared with what you usually would expect for automaker in Germany. It's just a different type of people, a different DNA, and on the back you've seen sometimes, where they are working. And then the party started, not surprisingly. We had nice music ongoing here, and people are dancing later on. Cool music, good food, good drinks. I really enjoyed that. And it was a fun place to be for a few hours. I had a lot of discussions until Elon really came on stage. I love you.
Schön, dass ihr alle das seid.
Nice that you're all here.
Heute haben wir die ersten Autos und unsere Kunden ausgeliefert.
Today we delivered the first cars to our customers.
Was für ein Meilenstein.
What a milestone.
Vor circa 2 Jahren haben die Bauarbeiten angefangen.
For about 2 years construction started.
Und wir produzieren.
And now we are standing in front of the finished factory ready to produce.
Harte Arbeit, die das hier möglich gemacht hat.
Thank you for all the hard work that made this possible.
So, yes, exactly. So, thank you for all your hard work, which has led to this great day. It was amazing to see how excited the customers were to receive their cars. It was just super good vibes. I think it bodes very well for the future of Giga Berlin Brandenburg. I think it's worth remembering that every car that we make is a step in the direction of a sustainable future. Yeah, the thing about this factory and the cars that we make is that it gives people hope about the future. And it's very important to have reasons to be excited about the future, because often people are depressed or sad about the future because they think it won't be good. But what we're doing here is, with every car we make, with every battery we make, we're making the future better. So what you're doing really matters. It makes a difference. I'm sort of working on the master plan part 3, and it's huge. Yeah, it's gonna be good. But a huge part of that is scaling to high volume. So in order for us to really affect the world in a positive way, because we get a lot of press, we get a lot of attention, but if you say how many vehicles have we made as a percentage of total vehicles in the world, because there's 2 billion vehicles in the world. Well, so far we've actually are well below 1%. We're not even 0.5%. So it's essential for us to really affect the future in a positive way. We have to make a lot of cars. That's the only way. So, and this was that's why we call it a gigafactory. It's very big. We're starting off with the Model Y, but we're going to do a number of exciting additional vehicles here. And so I think this overall is just going to be a center of excellence for sustainable energy in general, and it's really going to help the world. So and I look forward to doing it with you. Once again, thanks for everything.
If you want to listen to the full Q&A Elon has giving later after a speech, you can find a video here on my channel. And I've seen and watched also the test drive, so a lot of happy faces, a lot of people who've been test driving the made in Germany, made in Giga Berlin Model Ys, the first ones. People on sending tweets that they are going to buy them right away, that they've been ordering them on the spot, which is amazing, and I believe that's a good sign. So I'm more confident than ever that the factory is doing well. I hope this video was helpful, and enjoy.